Hello everyone, it's Jack from Cultaholic.com, and on a very, very sad day for professional wrestling, I am very sad to announce that there have been 3 big deaths in the world of wrestling. Let's take a look at all of those right now. Now, for a little while, it was a bit sort of sketchy, the details of whether all 3 men had indeed passed away, but it's since been confirmed on Twitter by Dave Meltzer and now slowly by various other news sources that all 3 have indeed passed away. So obviously, as I say again, a very sad day for professional wrestling. And of course, our well wishes and our condolences go out to the families and friends of all 3 men. First of all, Brian Lawler, aka Brian Christopher, aka in WWE Grandmaster Sexay, one half of Too Cool, one of the most popular tag teams of the Attitude Era, has sadly passed away at the age of 46 after being rushed to hospital last night. As I say, most people out there probably recognise Lawler's name, not only as the son of obviously legendary Hall of Famer Jerry Lawler, but also as one half of Too Cool, as Grandmaster Sexay, alongside Scotty 2 Hotty. They even won the WWF Tag Team Championship in May 2000 on an episode of Monday Night Raw, defeating Edge and Christian. And although they never held multiple titles like Edge and Christian or the Hardys or the Dudleys, they're still probably one of the most beloved Attitude Era tag teams, just because they were so fun, such energetic baby faces, and also could always be relied upon, sometimes alongside Rikishi, to open a big pay-per-view or something like that and really get the night off to a bang. A very key role, of course, in professional wrestling, and that their success was in no small part down to Brian Lawler. He returned to WWE a couple of times over the latter portions of his career, more recently in 2014 alongside Scotty 2 Hotty, when himself and his partner were mystery tag opponents against the Ascension on NXT Arrival, where they challenged for the NXT Tag Team Championships, lost to the Ascension, who were on quite a roll at the time, but certainly provided a nice big pop for the crowd, who probably weren't expecting to see a classic Attitude Era tag team in the building. Ultimately, I think it's fair to say that he had a difficult life, struggling at various stages with alcohol problems and that sort of thing, but I think hopefully his memory will live on and he'll be looked back upon as one of the most truly exciting and energetic members of a brilliant, stellar Attitude Era roster. Next up, WWE Hall of Famer Josip Perusovic, otherwise known as Nikolai Volkoff, has also sadly passed away at the age of 70. He was recently released from hospital, having been treated for dehydration, as well as apparently, reportedly, other issues as well, but only a couple of days after that, sadly, he has also passed away. It's fair to say that without a doubt, without Nikolai Volkoff, we wouldn't see figures these days such as Rusev on the current SmackDown roster. He was the archetypal villainous foreign heel at a time when that sort of gimmick was far more original maybe than it is these days. In fact, he was a pioneer of that in many ways, certainly on a larger scale as part of a classic golden era WWF roster. Even though he classically portrayed a Russian or Soviet Union villain heel, he was actually of Croatian descent, although he moved to Canada earlier in his life and then wrestled for various sort of territories around that sort of time, including the WWF run by Vince McMahon Sr. However, he is best known for his run in the WWF in the mid-80s alongside his longtime tag partner, the Iron Sheik. In fact, the pair are one of those pioneering tag teams of that age, winning the tag team titles at the first ever WrestleMania in 1985. Volkov would often sing the Soviet national anthem before matches alongside the Iron Sheik, generating a tremendous amount of heat. It was truly something to behold. Then, after teaming with Boris Zukov as the Bolsheviks, he would split and become a babyface, a single superstar and a babyface, feuding with superstars like Sergeant Slaughter, one of the most well-known kind of strange feuds in that, you know, you had the Eastern superstar Volkov being a pro-American sympathizer, and Slaughter was obviously in the midst of his heel run as an Iraqi sympathizer. It was a very strange one, but one that kind of worked in a curious way. If you want to find out more about Volkov, there's plenty out there online, especially because of his status as a WWE Hall of Famer, a richly deserved prize for one of the best true heels of the golden era. And finally, Frederick Seawright, otherwise known as Brickhouse Brown, has sadly passed away after a battle with cancer at the age of 57. Brown was a top heel for many promotions in the 80s and 90s, including the AWA, the American Wrestling Association, and World Class Championship Wrestling. He even worked for a little while in WWF as enhancement talent and even wrestled on 2 television tapings, once against Triple H in his early Hunter Hearst Helmsley gimmick and once against Henry O. Godwin. He as well will be sorely missed, and again, we'd like to send our condolences not only to the family and friends of Brickhouse Brown, but to all 3 men we've sadly had to report upon today. So that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. It's obviously, as Meltzer put on Twitter, one of the saddest days in professional wrestling history. To lose 3 such beloved figures on the same day really is quite shocking, but I guess sometimes that's just the way it goes. We'll be back soon with more news, hopefully of a much happier tone. I've been Jack from Cultaholic.com. You can follow me on Twitter at JackTheJobber, and you can follow all of us at Cultaholic. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to join us.